So today we are discussing the problems now. So in the previous classes we have already discussed the meaning of the propositions and the compound propositions and truth tables and logical connectivities. Based on the logical connectivities we discussed the kinds of the compound propositions. Those are the negation, conjunction, disjunction, implication or conditional, equivalence or biconditional, and also the exclusive disjunctions. Based on those topics we are today discussing about the today we are discussing the based on those topics we are all taking an example sum here. So here the example pattern will be in the form of write the following propositions in a symbolically. So symbolically means, suppose the first one, in that I am taking the first one, I play cricket, or I go to a movie. I go to a movie. Suppose the sentence is in the form of I play cricket or I go to a movie. Here write the following proposition symbolically means, so here the sentences, two sentences or the two propositions are combined by the logical connectivity or. So it is then a compound proposition with the word or is given here. So consider let consider a P as a I play cricket. I play cricket. And the consider the sentence or the proposition Q as I go to movie. So consider the two propositions by the symbol P, I play cricket, and a Q as I go to a movie. So now we have to be write down this compound proposition symbolically. I play cricket, P. Use the compound proposition or. So or means P or Q. P or Q. That is how to write the proposition in symbolically. So second one, 5 is an odd number. 5 is an odd number and 5 plus 5 is an even number. So consider the propositions P. 5 is an odd number. Q. 5 plus 5 is an even number. So now 5 is an odd number, 5 plus 5 is an even number, and the two propositions are combined by the connectives and logical connectives and. So now P and Q. That is how to represent the sentence in symbolically. Now the third one is, if it rains, then principal, if it rains then principal declares a holiday. So if it rains then principal declares holiday. If, then, the words if, then will be arised here. If it rains then principal declares a holiday. Now we taken a sentence as P. It rains. Proposition P is it rains. And now the proposition Q. Principal declares a holiday. Principal declares holiday. So if it rains then principal declares a holiday. So now the condition. Now we have to write down the if, then. Now it becomes P implies Q. If it rains. Now the fourth one, my father will send abroad. Abroad. If I get a rank in the examination. If I get a rank in the examination. See here, my father will send abroad if I get a rank in the examination. So the two propositions are combined here. How they are interconnecting? Sorry, if and only if. Sorry, my father will send abroad if and only if I get a rank in the examination. See here, my father will send abroad. That is one proposition. I get a rank in the examination. That is one more proposition. Those propositions are combined by the word if and only if. So now consider the P as my father will send abroad. That is one sentence or one proposition. And another one proposition is considered as a Q. I get a rank in the examination. I get a rank in the examination. So now see here, if and only if condition implies P, if and only if Q. Now the fifth one is if a quadrilateral is not a parallelogram. A quadrilateral is not a parallelogram. Then it is not a rectangle. Then it is not a rectangle. See here, the proposition if then is already there. But see here, quadrilateral is not a parallelogram. The one more word, not, that is a negation is also there. Not a rectangle, that is also, here also there is a negation sentence. So what is the really that we have to consider for the proposition now? Quadrilateral is not a parallelogram. Now just see here, just delete the not. Quadrilateral is a parallelogram, that is our proposition. Quadrilateral is not a parallelogram means that is negation of the proposition. So that we consider a P as quadrilateral is a parallelogram. A quadrilateral is parallelogram. Then it is not a rectangle. That the word it is indicate only the quadrilateral only. Means if the quadrilateral is not a parallelogram, then the quadrilateral is not a rectangle. That is actual meaning of the it is. So proposition Q is considered a quadrilateral is rectangle, because here again the word not is there. So on that base, here the negation of the proposition is there. So that's why we are consider the proposition P as a quadrilateral is parallelogram, and similarly proposition Q as a quadrilateral is rectangle. So now see here, now if quadrilateral is not a rectangle means negation of P. If and then implies P implies it is not a rectangle. A quadrilateral is a rectangle means negation of the Q. So negation of P implies negation of P implies negation of Q. So that is how to write the propositions in symbolically. Same question may be asked in the reverse way, like propositions are given means symbolical propositions will be symbolically, if they give the propositions you have to write down it in the sentence form. So now see the examples which are given in the form of symbolically, and we have to write down it in the sentence. Compound propositions in words, how to write down. So see the example here. So that is the second kind of the examples. So first one, They giving us some sentences here. Consider a P. A circle is a cone. A circle is a cone. Consider a Q. Root 5 is a real number. And consider the sentence R as exponential series. Exponential series is convergent. Exponential series is convergent. So now there are some propositions that we have to express in the words. First one, P and negation of Q. P and negation of Q. What is the P? First we write down the P. A circle. A circle is cone. A circle is cone. And that symbol indicates and negation of Q. So here the Q is root 5 is a real number. Negation of the Q means root 5 is not a real number. So second one is negation of P or Q. Negation of P or Q. So P is a circle is cone. Negation of the P means a circle is not a cone. This symbol indicates or. Root 5 is a real number. So that is how to represent a symbolical to word. And previous is word to symbol. And now it is symbolically to word. Let's see some more examples, some more conditions. So next one is either a P or negation of Q but not a both. So either a P or negation of Q but not a both. That word that symbol indicates either a P or negation of Q but not a both. So here the P is a circle is cone. Either a P means either a circle is cone or negation of Q means root 5 is not a real number. Root 5 is not a real number. In bracket I am writing but not a both. Either a P or Q but not a both. Means either a circle is cone or root 5 is not a real number. So next one is P implies negation of, Q implies negation of P. So here the Q is root 5 is a real number. So negation of P means a circle is not a conic. So a circle is not a cone. So now see here, P implies Q means if then. That means if root 5 is a real number. If root 5 is a real number. So negation of P, a circle is a cone. Negation of P means if then a circle is not a cone. So now the fifth one is P implies negation of P means if Q then negation of P. If root 5 is a real number then a circle is not a, negation of P means circle is not a cone. So now see here, P implies Q either a Q or R, not a both. So P implies, first we have to see here. So what may be the Q or R? First I am going to write down this one. Either a Q or R. So either a Q or R means either a Q or R. That means either a root 5 is a real number or R means exponential series is convergent. Either a root 5 is real number or exponential series is convergent. So now come to the P implies Q. P implies this term entirely considered as a Q. P implies Q means if P then Q, means if a circle is cone, then either a Q or R, means either a root 5 is a real number or exponential series is convergent. Exponential series is convergent but not a both. So next one, negation of P. Negation of P. So here the word is, this symbol indicates is biconditional or equivalence condition. So how to write down it in the words? We already know that negation of P equivalence to Q. So here how to write down it in the word? So here we have two condition. Negation of P if and only if Q. So that is one kind, and we have already know that the equivalence condition, that means P equivalent to Q is also equal to P implies Q and Q implies P. P implies Q. So we can write down also in this form and also in this form. Now I am going to write down the given this proposition in this form. So see how to write down it is. Means if I compare the same to this proposition, then it becomes negation of P implies Q and Q implies negation of P. So how to write it in the sentence? P means if a circle is cone. So negation of P means if a circle is not a cone, then first I am writing this one, then root 5 is a real number. Now I am writing the and Q, and if root 5 is a real number, then negation of P, then a circle is not a. So that is how to represent the words in symbol and symbols in the words. So that is how to write on the example.